Chosen one, stop everything you're doing right now. This is not just another message scrolling past your screen. This is a divine interruption, a holy summons delivered straight from the throne room of heaven into your life at this exact moment. The timing is not coincidental. The synchronization is not random. You are reading these words, hearing this voice, because God Himself has orchestrated this encounter before the sun sets on this very day. Listen closely, for what I'm about to reveal will shift the trajectory of your entire existence. Your case has been closed. Let those words sink deep into your spirit. The trial is over. The verdict has been rendered. The gavel has fallen in heaven's courtroom, and the judge of all judges has ruled in your favor. Every accusation against you has been dismissed. Every charge has been dropped. Every piece of false evidence has been thrown out. The prosecution has been silenced, and your innocence has been declared before the hosts of heaven. For years, you've been living under the weight of an open case, not in earthly courts, but in the spiritual realm, where battles are fought that human eyes cannot see. You've felt it in the heaviness that gripped your chest each morning. You've sensed it in the resistance that met every step forward. You've known something was holding you back, something legal, something binding, something that gave your enemies permission to torment you. That case file had your name on it, filled with accusations, lies, distortions, and half-truths designed to keep you imprisoned in cycles of defeat. But tonight, beloved, tonight, everything changes. Isaiah 54:17 is being activated over your life right now. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue which rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is from me, says the Lord. The weapons have been dismantled. The tongues have been silenced. The judgment has been overturned. Your case is not just closed. It has been sealed with heaven's authority, never to be reopened again. Let me tell you what led to this moment, because understanding the process will help you receive the fullness of what's being released. Every tear you cried in secret was collected as evidence. Psalm 56:8 declares, "You have collected all my tears in your bottle. Are they not in your book?" Those tears were not wasted. They were testimonies. Every prayer you whispered when no one was listening was recorded in heaven's archives. Every moment you chose faith over fear, forgiveness over bitterness, persistence over surrender. Each one was entered into the divine record as proof of your character. The enemy thought he had an airtight case against you. He presented your mistakes, your failures, your moments of weakness. He paraded your past before heaven's court, demanding justice, calling for your destruction. He cited every broken promise, every moral failure, every secret sin. He thought he had you cornered, trapped by the very law that governs righteousness. But what the enemy didn't understand is that you have an advocate, a defense attorney whose record has never known defeat. 1 John 2:1 proclaims, "My little children, these things I write to you, so that you may not sin. And if anyone sins, we have an advocate with the Father, Jesus Christ the righteous." Your advocate stepped forward in heaven's courtroom. He didn't deny the accusations. He didn't argue technicalities. Instead, he showed his hands, his feet, his side. He presented his blood as payment for every charge against you. And in that moment, the courtroom fell silent. The prosecution had no response. The case collapsed. Not because you were perfect, but because your debt had already been paid in full. But this closing of your case goes beyond forgiveness of past sins. This is about the complete dismantling of every legal right the enemy had to interfere with your destiny. You see, there were contracts written against you. Some you signed unknowingly through fear, through agreements with lies about yourself, through partnerships with darkness that seemed like light at the time. Some were generational, passed down through bloodlines like invisible chains. Some were spoken over you by those who had authority in your life, but used it to curse rather than bless. Colossians 2:14 reveals the truth. Having wiped out the handwriting of requirements that was against us, which was contrary to us, and he has taken it out of the way, having nailed it to the cross. Every contract has been torn up. Every agreement has been nullified. Every curse has been reversed. The legal documents that gave demonic forces access to your finances, your health, your relationships, your peace, they've all been destroyed in heaven's fire. The ink has been erased. The signatures have been invalidated. The terms have been cancelled. This is why you've been feeling a shift in the atmosphere lately. You've sensed something breaking, something lifting, something clearing. It's because the spiritual legal proceedings that have been ongoing for years, perhaps decades, have finally concluded. The deliberation is over. The jury of heaven's angels has witnessed the final judgment. Your name has been cleared, not just for today, but for eternity. The record has been expunged. It's as if the case never existed. Now let me tell you what this means practically, because heaven's verdicts always manifest in earthly reality. First, the resistance you've been facing is about to cease. Those invisible walls that kept appearing every time you tried to advance. They're crumbling as we speak. The opportunities that kept slipping through your fingers, they're being redirected back to you with interest. The relationships that were sabotaged by spiritual interference, they're being restored and renewed. The confusion that clouded your mind, making simple decisions feel impossible. It's lifting like morning fog before the sun. Your health is included in this verdict. Every diagnosis, every chronic condition, every generational illness that has plagued your family line, the legal right for these afflictions to remain has been revoked. Exodus 15:26 is your prescription now. For I am the Lord who heals you. Not who might heal you, not who could heal you if you're good enough, but who heals you. Period. The case against your body has been thrown out. The verdict of divine health has been issued. Your finances are covered in this ruling too. The poverty spirit that had legal documentation to rob you has been served an eviction notice. The spirit of lack that presented evidence of your unworthiness for abundance has been overruled. Malachi 3:10 is being enforced in your life. Bring all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house, and try me now in this, says the Lord of hosts. If I will not open for you the windows of heaven, and pour out for you such blessing, that there will not be room enough to receive it. The windows are opening tonight. The blessing is already in transit, but here's what many don't understand about closed cases in the spiritual realm. They come with restitution. Proverbs 6:31 declares, but if he's found, he must restore sevenfold. The enemy has been found guilty of false prosecution. He has been caught red-handed, stealing from you, lying about you, oppressing you without cause. Now he must pay back 7 times what he stole. Every year he wasted, every opportunity he blocked, every blessing he diverted, it's all coming back multiplied. This is not prosperity gospel. This is justice gospel. This is heaven's legal system operating according to divine law. Joel 2:25 is being fulfilled. So I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten. Not just restore, but restore with compound interest. The years of struggle are being converted into wisdom. The seasons of lack are being transformed into testimonies of abundance. The periods of isolation are becoming platforms for influence. I need you to understand the urgency of tonight. This message finding you before the day ends is not arbitrary. In heaven's legal system, verdicts must be received to be activated. Your faith is the signature that releases what has been decreed. That's why the enemy has been working overtime today to distract you, to discourage you, to keep you from encountering this revelation. He knows that once you receive this verdict, once you accept this ruling, his reign of terror in your life is permanently ended. Right now, as you engage with these words, angels are being dispatched to enforce heaven's ruling in your life. They're carrying scrolls with your name on them, sealed with heaven's seal, containing detailed instructions for the restoration of everything stolen from you. These are warrior angels, not gentle messengers. They're coming with swords drawn, ready to evict every squatting spirit that has been illegally occupying territory in your life. Your mind is being renewed at this very moment. Those thought patterns that kept you imprisoned in cycles of defeat. They're being rewired. The neural pathways carved by trauma, rejection, and disappointment are being healed and redirected. Romans 12:2 is manifesting, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." This isn't gradual. This is sudden. You're going to wake up tomorrow thinking differently, seeing differently, believing differently. Your voice is being restored too. For too long, the enemy had a gag order on you. You couldn't speak up for yourself. You couldn't declare your worth. You couldn't prophesy your future. But that gag order has been lifted. Your voice is being infused with authority. When you speak now, heaven backs your words. When you declare, angels move. When you decree, circumstances align. Job 22:28 is your new reality. You will also declare a thing, and it will be established for you. So light will shine on your ways. Let me share what else was revealed in your closed case. The people who betrayed you, who testified against you in the spirit, who celebrated your struggles, they're about to witness your vindication, not for revenge, but for revelation. They need to see what happens when God closes a case in someone's favor. Some will be convicted and seek forgiveness. Others will be confused, unable to understand your sudden elevation. But all will be witnesses to heaven's justice. Your children, your family, your lineage, they're all included in this verdict. The case wasn't just against you. It was against your seed, your legacy, your generational impact. But now, the blessing that was blocked is flowing to them too. Your children will excel where they once struggled. Doors will open for them that remained shut for you. They'll walk in a level of favor that you fought to achieve. This is the heritage of the righteous, the inheritance of those whose cases heaven has closed. I hear the Spirit saying that some of you have been under investigation in the natural as well. False accusations at work, legal battles in courts, disputes that seem endless. Heaven's verdict is influencing earthly proceedings. Evidence in your favor is about to surface. Witnesses who were silent will suddenly speak up. Documents that were hidden will be discovered. Truth that was suppressed will be revealed. The same God who closed your case in heaven is moving in earthly systems of justice. Your creative abilities are being unlocked tonight. The enemy had placed an injunction on your gifts, a restraining order on your talents. You had ideas but no energy to execute. You had vision but no resources to build. You had talent but no platform to display. That injunction has been lifted. The restraining order has been vacated. Your creativity is about to flow like it never has before. Songs, books, businesses, inventions, solutions, they're all being released from heaven's vault into your spirit. The relationships that were frozen are thawing. The hearts that were hardened toward you are softening. The connections that were severed are being restored. Not every relationship. Some were evidence of the enemy's work and needed to end. But the divine connections, the kingdom relationships, the covenant partnerships, they're being reactivated. People are going to reach out unexpectedly. Conversations that seemed impossible will happen naturally. Reconciliation that felt hopeless will occur suddenly. Your spiritual sensitivity is increasing exponentially. With your case closed, the static interference that clouded your spiritual reception has been cleared. You're going to hear God's voice with crystal clarity. Dreams and visions will become regular occurrences. Your discernment will sharpen to razor precision. You'll know things without being told. You'll sense shifts before they manifest. You'll perceive truth beyond what's spoken. This is part of your restoration package, enhanced spiritual capabilities to navigate your new season. The depression that has haunted you, that generational spirit of heaviness that seemed impossible to shake, its legal right to oppress you has been revoked. The spirit of joy is being restored to you, not temporary happiness based on circumstances, but deep, abiding joy that flows from knowing your position in heaven's court. Nehemiah 8:10 is becoming your anthem. The joy of the Lord is your strength. This joy is going to become so evident that people will ask what changed. Your countenance is literally being transformed tonight. Your sleep is being restored as well. Those restless nights, the insomnia, the nightmares, the spiritual attacks that came in your most vulnerable moments, they're ending tonight. Your bedroom is being cleansed by heaven's fire. Your sleep is being sanctified. You're going to experience rest like you haven't known in years. Deep restorative revelatory rest, where God downloads strategies, solutions, and secrets. Your nights are becoming productive sessions of heavenly communion. The confusion about your purpose, the uncertainty about your calling, the questions about your identity, they're all being answered in this verdict. Your case file contained your original design, your heavenly blueprint, your divine assignment. Now that it's closed in your favor, all of that information is being downloaded into your consciousness. You're going to wake up with clarity you've never experienced. You'll know exactly who you are, why you're here, and what you're supposed to do next. Listen carefully now, because I'm about to tell you how to fully receive this verdict. First, you must accept it by faith. Don't wait to see the evidence before you believe. Believe, and then you'll see the evidence. Speak it out loud. My case has been closed in heaven's court. I am free. I am vindicated. I am restored. Let those words penetrate the atmosphere around you. Let them be recorded in the spiritual realm. Second, forgive everyone involved in your case. This includes those who accused you, those who betrayed you, those who celebrated your struggles. Forgiveness doesn't validate their actions. It releases you from being tied to them. It prevents any legal loophole the enemy might try to exploit to reopen your case. As you forgive, you're essentially signing off on heaven's verdict, agreeing with God's judgment. Third, change your confession. Stop speaking like someone under trial. Stop defending yourself constantly. Stop explaining your struggles. Your case is closed. Speak like someone who has been acquitted, vindicated, and restored. Your words carry legal weight in the spiritual realm. Use them to enforce heaven's verdict, not to rehearse past accusations. Fourth, expect immediate manifestation. This is not a gradual process that will unfold over years. When heaven closes a case, the results are immediate in the spirit and rapid in the natural. Look for evidence tomorrow. Expect phone calls, emails, unexpected checks, sudden opportunities. Heaven doesn't delay when a verdict has been rendered. Fifth, build an altar of thanksgiving tonight. Before you sleep, thank God for closing your case. Thank Him for the verdict. Thank Him for the restoration. Thank Him for what you haven't even seen yet. This altar of thanksgiving becomes a memorial, a legal marker that the case has been closed. The enemy cannot cross this marker. It stands as eternal evidence of heaven's judgment in your favor. Now let me tell you what's going to happen in the next 7 days, because heaven's verdicts come with implementation timelines. Day 1, tomorrow, you'll feel different. The heaviness will be gone. Your mind will be clearer. Your body will feel lighter. Day 2, communication will come that confirms what you're hearing tonight. Someone will say something, send something, or reveal something that validates this verdict. Day 3, a door that has been shut will crack open. It might be subtle, but you'll recognize it. Day 4, resources will begin to flow. It might start as a trickle, but it will grow into a river. Day 5, relationships will shift. Some will draw closer. Others will fade away. Trust the process. Day 6, your faith will be tested. The enemy will make one last attempt to make you doubt the verdict. Stand firm. Day 7, the full manifestation begins. What started as a spiritual verdict becomes undeniable physical reality. But here's the warning that comes with closed cases. Stay vigilant. The enemy will try to get you to reopen the case through doubt, through fear, through returning to old patterns. Don't give him any legal ground. Don't rehearse past pain. Don't entertain accusations. Don't partner with anything that contradicts heaven's verdict. Your case is closed. Keep it that way. I need to address those of you who have been serving God faithfully but felt forgotten. You've watched others receive breakthroughs while you remained in the waiting room. You've celebrated others' victories while nursing your own wounds in private. This verdict is especially for you. Your faithfulness was evidence in your case. Your perseverance was testimony. Your refusal to give up, even when you had every reason to, it all counted. And now, you're not just getting a breakthrough. You're getting a breakthrough with interest, with restitution, with multiplication. Some of you have been prophesied over before. You've received words, dreams, visions about your future. but they seem to be locked away, inaccessible, always just out of reach. Those prophecies were being held as evidence while your case was open. Now that it's closed, they're all being released simultaneously. Every true word spoken over your life is being activated tonight. The prophecies are no longer future tense. They're becoming present reality. Your business, your ministry, your calling, they've all been on hold while this case was open. The enemy had filed injunctions, restraining orders, cease and desist orders in the spiritual realm. But tonight all of those restrictions have been lifted. You're free to build, free to expand, free to launch. The resources are coming. The team is assembling. The platform is being prepared. The audience is gathering. Everything you need is being released from heaven's warehouses. I see in the spirit that some of you have been dealing with unexplainable resistance in specific areas. Relationships that should work but don't. Jobs you're qualified for but can't get. Opportunities that seem perfect but always fall through. This has been the enemy operating under the legal authority of an open case. But now that authority has been revoked. Watch how quickly things shift. What was impossible yesterday becomes inevitable tomorrow. The generational curses that have plagued your family line, poverty, divorce, addiction, disease, premature death, the case files on all of these have been closed. You are the generation that breaks the cycle. Your children will not inherit what you struggled with. Your grandchildren will hear about these battles as ancient history, not present reality. The curse is broken. The blessing is flowing. The tide has turned for your entire lineage. Some of you have been under spiritual attack in your dreams. You've experienced sleep paralysis, demonic visitations, sexual attacks in the spirit. These were all connected to the open case against you. The enemy had legal access to your unconscious state. But tonight that access has been revoked. Your dreams are being sanctified. Your sleep is being protected. Your nights are becoming times of divine encounter, not demonic harassment. There's a financial miracle attached to this verdict. Money that was diverted is being redirected to you. I'm not talking about small amounts. I'm talking about significant sums that will clear debts, fund visions, and establish generational wealth. Some of it will come through expected channels, jobs, businesses, investments. But some will come supernaturally, gifts, discoveries, divine connections that lead to prosperity. The spirit of poverty has lost its case against you. Your influence is about to expand exponentially. The case against you included limitations on your reach, restrictions on your voice, barriers to your impact. All of those limitations have been removed. Your voice is about to carry further. Your influence is about to spread wider. Your impact is about to go deeper. People who would never have listened before will suddenly be drawn to your message. Platforms that were previously inaccessible will open up to you. The physical ailments you've been battling, some of you have been dealing with conditions that doctors can't explain or cure. These were spiritual legal holds manifesting as physical problems. With your case closed, healing is being released. Some of you will wake up tomorrow completely healed. Others will see progressive improvement over the coming days. But all will experience the healing power that comes with heaven's favorable verdict. I'm seeing marriages being restored through this verdict. Cases that were filed in heaven's court against covenant unions are being dismissed. The spirits of division, adultery and divorce that had legal grounds to attack are being evicted. Communication is being restored. Affection is being rekindled. Trust is being rebuilt. Some of you had given up hope for your marriage, but heaven hasn't. Your marriage is not ending. It's being reborn. For those who are single, the case against your divine connection has been closed. The delays, the disappointments, the near misses, they were all part of the enemy's legal maneuvering to keep you isolated. But that injunction has been lifted. Your divine partner is being released to find you. The orchestration has already begun. Pay attention to divine appointments in the coming weeks. Your love story is being written as we speak. Your mental health is covered in this verdict. The anxiety, the panic attacks, the persistent worry, the intrusive thoughts, their legal right to torment you has been revoked. Peace is being restored to your mind. Clarity is replacing confusion. Hope is displacing despair. The neurotransmitters in your brain are being balanced by heaven's chemistry. You're going to think clearer, feel better, and process life from a place of peace, not panic. Now let me tell you about the celebration happening in heaven right now. The angels who have been assigned to your case are rejoicing. They've been fighting on your behalf, presenting evidence, countering accusations, but they were limited by the legal proceedings. Now that the case is closed in your favor, they're free to operate at full capacity. Expect increased angelic activity in your life. You might see them, sense them, or simply experience their intervention. The cloud of witnesses mentioned in Hebrews 12:1, they've been watching your case with interest. Your spiritual ancestors, the heroes of faith who've gone before, they've been interceding, providing testimony from their own experiences. Now they're celebrating your victory. You're joining the ranks of those who overcame, those who persevered, those who received a favorable verdict from heaven's court. But this is bigger than just your individual case. Your verdict affects the larger case God is building in the earth. You see, every closed case in favor of God's children becomes precedent for others. Your victory becomes evidence for someone else's case. Your breakthrough becomes proof that God still intervenes, still delivers, still vindicates his people. You're not just receiving a personal victory. You're contributing to a kingdom victory. The timing of this verdict is significant. We're in a season where heaven is closing multiple cases simultaneously. There's a massive legal shift happening in the spiritual realm. The enemy's legal system is being dismantled. His accusations are losing power. His evidence is being thrown out. This is part of a larger divine initiative to free God's people for the final harvest. The end-time move of God that requires his people to be legally free from all hindrances. I need you to understand that your case being closed also means new levels of responsibility. With great verdicts come great assignments. You're being freed, not just for personal enjoyment, but for kingdom impact. The resources coming to you have purpose attached. The influence you're gaining has a mission connected to it. The healing you're receiving equips you to heal others. You're being positioned as evidence of God's justice, mercy, and power. Some of you are wondering if this is really for you. You're thinking about all the mistakes you've made, all the times you've failed, all the ways you've fallen short. Let me be clear, this verdict is not based on your perfection, but on his perfection. Your case was won not on your merit, but on his merit. The blood of Jesus is the ultimate legal argument, and it never loses. Your imperfections were admitted as evidence, but they were overshadowed by his perfection. The next 24 hours are crucial. This is the window of divine implementation. Heaven is moving quickly to establish this verdict in your reality. Stay in faith. Don't allow doubt to creep in. Don't let the enemy whisper that this is too good to be true. It's not too good to be true. It's good and it's true. You deserve this not because of what you've done, but because of whose you are. You're a child of the Most High God, and he takes care of his own. Tonight, before you sleep, do something significant. Write down everything you're believing for, everything that's been held up, everything that's been under attack. Then write across that list. Case closed, verdict, victory. Put a date on it. Keep it as evidence. In the coming weeks and months, as each item manifests, check it off. This becomes your testimony document, your evidence of heaven's justice. Also tonight, break every agreement you've made with limitation, lack, and defeat. Out loud, revoke every word you've spoken against yourself, every agreement you've made with the enemy's lies, every curse you've pronounced over your own life. Replace them with declarations of victory, abundance, and breakthrough. Your words carry weight in the spiritual realm. Use them to enforce your verdict. Prepare your heart for sudden change. When heaven closes a case, the shift can be overwhelming. People who couldn't see your value will suddenly recognize it. Opportunities you weren't qualified for will suddenly open up. Resources you couldn't access will suddenly become available. Your capacity is being enlarged tonight to handle what's coming. You're being upgraded spiritually, emotionally, and mentally to manage your new reality. The favor that's being released with this verdict is unprecedented. Favor that opens doors no man can shut. Favor that causes people to help you without knowing why. Favor that accelerates time, making things happen in days that should take years. This favor is not temporary. It's part of your verdict, a permanent marking that identifies you as heaven's vindicated one. Some of you have been carrying other people's cases, family members, friends, even strangers who've been suffering injustice. Your vindication includes the authority to intercede for their cases. You're becoming a legal advocate in the Spirit, equipped to stand in heaven's court on behalf of others. Your victory qualifies you to fight for others' victories. Your closed case gives you authority to petition for other cases to be closed. As we approach the final moments of this day, I want you to feel the shift in the atmosphere. The warfare that has surrounded your life is dissipating. The resistance that has met your every move is dissolving. The confusion that has clouded your decisions is clearing. You're stepping into a new realm of clarity, authority, and power. This is not just the end of a difficult season. It's the beginning of your destiny season. Every dream that was deferred is being reactivated. Every vision that was delayed is being accelerated. Every promise that seemed broken is being fulfilled. Your case is closed, and with its closing comes the opening of everything that was held in escrow while the trial was ongoing. Heaven's warehouses are opening. Angels are loading up deliveries. The supply lines of heaven are fully operational in your life. Your testimony from this verdict is going to inspire generations. People will point to your life as proof that God still intervenes, still delivers, still vindicates. Your story will be told in places you'll never visit, inspiring people you'll never meet. The verdict in your favor reverberates through time and space, affecting destinies not yet born, inspiring faith not yet activated. Chosen one, as this day closes and your case is sealed as closed, receive this final declaration: you are free. Completely, totally, eternally free. Free from accusation, free from condemnation, free from limitation, free from retaliation. The case is closed. The verdict is final. Appeals have been denied. The judgment stands forever. You have won, not by might nor by power, but by the Spirit of the Lord, who has advocated for you, fought for you, and secured your eternal victory. Walk into tomorrow knowing that everything has changed. The war is over. The battle is won. The case is closed. Your vindication is complete. Your restoration has begun. Your elevation is assured. Heaven has spoken. The gavel has fallen. Court is adjourned. And you, chosen one, are free. If this message has penetrated your spirit, if you feel the weight of these words shifting something deep within you, don't let this moment pass without response. Comment "My case is closed" as your declaration of faith. Share this message with someone who needs to know their case is being closed tonight. Subscribe to stay connected to these divine verdicts being released from heaven's courtroom. Remember, tonight is not the end. It's the beginning. Your case being closed means your future is wide open. No more limitations, no more restrictions, no more legal holds on your destiny. You are free to become everything God created you to be. You are free to possess everything God ordained for you to have. You are free to impact everyone God assigned to your influence. The verdict has been rendered. The case has been closed. Your victory has been secured. Now walk in it, live in it, rejoice in it. For you are chosen, you are vindicated, and you are free. Heaven has spoken. Let earth respond. Your new life begins now.